Hey, welcome to this Field of Glory 2 gameplay video. If you love Field of Glory 2, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Well, hey, welcome. It's time to play some Field of Glory 2, and we're back in the multiplayer against my former opponent, Noisy. This time we're playing an epic battle out of Wolves from the Sea. Yarmouk, Byzantines versus Arabs. This sounds like fun. My opponent has chosen to play the Arab, so what do you say we jump in there while it's loading up? Hey, if you haven't subscribed, why not hit that subscribe button? Hit that bell notification so you'll know when I post another video. Like and share. That'll help the channel a lot. Just, little things. Like and share. Most especially, let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. Okay. Rout the enemy. Standard victory conditions. Awesome. Well, let's look around and see what kind of toys we got to play with. This is a little bit different than playing the scenario as a standalone against the AI. The AI, they actually give you a choice of how to structure your army a bit. Here, they've fed the army to us. So, let's take a quick look around. Zoom out. This flank is interesting. That's dangerous. These guys are all superior protected. Undrilled heavy foot with some medium foot. Average cavalry lancers and swordsmen. Bedouin foot. And the Scutatoy in this scenario are heavy foot. Defensive spearmen, no bows. Ooh. Well, isn't that fascinating? I think it's fair to say, we are severely disadvantaged positionally and quality of troops, and maybe by numbers. I'd have to count it. I'm not going to worry about it, but maybe even by numbers. So we got some good cavalry, I'm sure. Yep, there's some superior, some Sassanids, some Armenians, some Byzantines. Doesn't look like a lot. There's some good stuff. Well, just between us girls, I'd say the Byzantines have got their work cut out. Yeah, I'm a pessimist, no way around it. But yeah, this is challenging. Okay, well, let me sit here and wiggle the camera around out of control. Well, we can get after. Goodness gracious, I can't seem to get this right. All right, what are we going to do then? What are we going to do with this mess that we have? Well, my inclination. Real quick Scutatoy, giant gaps in the line. What did they... Like I said, if you play this standalone, you have several hundred points that you can invest in customizing your army. I'm trying to... It could be that this is just the base army without that addition. Or it could be that they put him somewhere that I'm not seeing. Good lancers. And these are decent troops, but they are not going to stand up to offensive spearmen. These offensive spearmen are going to bowl them over. The Bedouins are vulnerable, but these guys are not. They will win more times than they don't. And this flank is going to get wrapped up in a serious way. I don't know if we're seeing all their cavalry or some of it's tucked away. I'm not sure. Well, anyway. This is my way of, in my own brain box, figuring out how to... these are cool. Unprotected lancers and swordsmen. Light lancers. It's kind of cool. Light horse. Same thing there. Yeah, I'm excited. We got problems. What do you say we get after it? He goes there. I tell you what, sometimes I just cannot get my act together. That was meant to test, and instead I shot. Oh well. Right off the bat, I make mistakes. What do you want? What do you want? Javelinmen, archers, archers. Huh. All right, this guy is right. Okay. Lord, I am not good at this camera thing. This flank is in so much trouble. All right. I'm inclined to stand here. In fact, I'm inclined to follow this line back. All around. I might do that. I just might choose to turn everybody around and march back to this hill. It's all the same here. It's out in the open. Got a little hill here, which is no great consequence. Now, it is kind of nice having the flank anchored on this wadi. But there's so little in the way of supports down here that I'm not sure it matters. But if we're going to do that, we got to get started. So, got that wrong. All right, did they turn correctly? Yes, they did. Very good. Wait a minute. I didn't want him to do that. I didn't want him to do that. He can either swarm toward the center. Foot. Light archers. They got mass archers anywhere? I don't think so. Maybe I'm missing them, but I don't see them. This guy. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. Now, the rest of you guys, turn around. All right. All right. Here, there's a gigantic command. Oh, nice, nice. We must be starting close enough that we can't do group moves. Because he must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away, and he's part of the group. Nice, way to go. Way to go. We got these guys down here. I don't know why. Defending the camp. That's what they're doing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, these guys are going to all have to do it individually. And I need to get down here that I can see that I've actually done what I think I've done. Because once you moved on to the next unit, there ain't no undos. No, sir, there ain't no undos once you've done it. I can back up, and these are superior, 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 average. It's likely they can fall back without flipping out. There's really no reason to take a chance. They can turn as well as anybody. They got time. Now he probably will. I'll probably use him for something. Those are bowmen. Go down there and support him. We're not going to go up on that hill. No, we're not. Really, I think at this point, other than a couple of light units, Bedouin foot, archers, bows, right, okay. Okay, you run down there. These guys I think are going to stand. And I think we're going to stand there. Well, I think it's pretty obvious. I'm worried about this flank. I'm swinging this reserve this way. We're going to try to push this out of the way. If I'd been given a choice of how to structure this army like you would in a single player game versus the AI, these guys would have more guys and I would have less down here. But this kind of looks like the base army without the additional troops, so there just might not be as many toys to play with permanently. I don't know. It doesn't matter. And I find the whole thing fascinating. I wonder if we can, well, I'm not going to bore you with the screenshots I'm about to take. Hey, stick around a few seconds. It may be a day or two for me, but for you, just a few moments, we'll see how this works out. Well, okay, here we go. And he's coming on. This is going to be a relatively straightforward turn, be my guess. I could decide if I really want to stand here and fight these guys, or I'm going to fall back all over the place, huh? Oh, look at them coming. Really, these are just great troops. Mostly superior, if I remember right. I'll have to look at them. Against our average, it's just not pretty. We have to do something fancy and special on the left flank, or we're going to have issues. Okay. He advances aggressively with his lights, and which is a smart thing for him. Lancers, swordsmen. Yep, these are all Ghassanids or Ghassanids. Guess that depends on who does your spellings. Alright, these guys have all done their thing. For them to back up significantly, I'm going to need to get this cavalry out of the way. Let's start on the right. This won't take long, I don't think. Re-equip Scudatoy. I wish you was archers. I do. I'd like to shoot these guys up more than these guys. My archers, his Bedouins, his archers. All right, we'll start torturing. I say we will. There we go. If you click right, it works. All right, bow and lance. Really lousy Scudatoy. And Byzantine flankers, which are actually pretty good. Pretty good, just badly positioned to deal with this in the short term. I really hate going against foot archers with horse archers. These guys are there's 350 of them compared to 171. They got longer range. It's basically a good way to get your horse archers shot to pieces to no particular end. All right, those light horse here, and if I want to back up there, God, if that wasn't rough ground, I'd be up there in a heartbeat. They still need to back up at least one. At least one round. These guys, again, I really hate to give up this little corner, but you know, I probably ought to back all this crowd up too. I don't know how far back they can turn around. That's 1, 2. I should have started already. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is time yet. There is time yet. Yeah, I've been indecisive about this game. This is really challenging. He can ride past without an issue. By Scudatoy, they can go to there. These guys need to scooch out of the way. Scooch, that's a technical term. Yeah, it's as good as he can do. Okay. Back. Yeah, this is not going to be exciting. This is all hoping. I am trying. I'm trying really hard to find a way to pull an advantage out of what looks to me to be a disaster coming with this crowd. Yeah, superior protected offensive spearmen against average protected light spear. Those are the re-equipped ones. Defensive spearmen. I'm thinking that's damned awkward. Do I go this away or do I this away? I'm thinking probably we'll stay neutral for another round or so. And this is just the routine work of sucking him in. That's what I'm doing. I'm sucking him in. He'll never figure it out. This will be confusing. He won't know what to make of this. All right, now I say that actually these guys probably ought to swing this way because of this differential. If I don't follow these guys back, if I don't bring them back, then probably this regular foot archers. going this way to cover this little jig in the line. Yeah, that might be the ticket. Oh, I don't want to forget these guys. They're actually... Well, I can run them forward and stand right there. That's a good place for them. They can shoot over the guys in front. Yeah. Okay, there they go. That leaves us over here, which is the only place we're going to have some action. Boy, I wish I had some more light cav. This is really good light cavalry. We are just not as dominant on this flank as I could wish. Hey, I think I was just setting up to charge my own guys. Hey, snap out of it. Hello. 2 to 14. 2 to 8. I wonder what the difference there. Oh, it's cavalry. There's not as many of them. It's harder to hit them. There's 348 of those and 171 of those. Swallow coffee, wake up. That way I won't be trying to charge my own guys. Beat up on the guys who need it. All right, I could charge him. Work my way around to the flank there. Turn. This is really dangerous. I just don't have the superiority here. Excuse me. Goodness gracious, where's the cough button? I just don't have the superiority here that one could wish for. And that's just a... That's... Whoops. Well, let's just do it. All right. That fight is on. And I think I closed up a bit too close here. I know I closed up a bit too close. What can you do? It's done. All right, that fight's on. Let's see what else we got. All right, we're down back here again, and I'm inclined to stand. This is high risk breaking this line up like this, in my opinion, but I got to take some risk here. If I just stand and fight, I'm going to get bowled over. So, we'll either pull it off or we won't. It's a fascinating tactical problem. My opponent... Oh, wait a minute, we have some other things to do. My opponent is accomplished and dangerous, which I wouldn't have it any other way. There's just... Where's the fun? Where's the fun in a walkover, right? And I think maybe... Do I have any lights that I haven't done anything with? No, no. I think shooters. Shooters are all happy. Yep, I think that's it. Okay, not bad. 12 minutes of me coughing and rattling on and thinking about it. I think we're going to call it. Hey, stick around a few seconds. We'll have another turn here right soon. Well, okay, here we go. He wants to say, leave the battlefield if you wish. Yeah. All right, let's find out what happens. Need to zoom in a little bit. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's... Charge, charge, yay, charge. Yeah, this is mostly keeping his stuff off of my cavalry. I'm not too worried about it. That's fascinating. He's dragging his cavalry out in the center. Huh. We'll see how this all works out. Looks like he's trying to press my line before I can get too far back, which I guess isn't a bad idea. Huh. It gets more and more interesting. All right. There's a lot of racket over here because there's a lot of fighting over here. Who needs the most help? Win 14-7. Okay, and probably right there would be the spot. Yeah. 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 Yeah, that was... that was a ticket. It's inconsequential, really. You know, securing this flank is always good. And I love the skirmish fight. You know, that's just the truth. I love the skirmish fight. But you just gotta love flank charges. It's just all there is to it. You gotta love flank charges. Okay, let's see. He goes to here. That's 2 to 14. If he goes to here, it's 2 to 14. Now, staying back a little ways kind of clears the ground for me, but it also means if I want to shoot again next round, I got to move. Go there. I start hammering those guys. Oh, cough button. You know, I ought to take up smoking to justify this cough. All right, for the most part, we got to get these guys out of the way now. I'm not sure whether I'm... yeah, I may go another step because that'll take these guys uphill. Won't much matter here. And over here, we're kind of hanging out no matter what. So we'll probably end up with these guys echeloned. These guys here. I think these guys will stand here because that puts them in range to support this flank. And, you know, I could pull these guys back kind of like this. What I'm trying to do is delay the inevitable crunch here with his infantry and see what I can do on the flank, especially this one. I don't think there's much over here. His position isn't as strong here as it is the rest of the line. Oops! Once again, I get crazy with the camera. And I think we just might be getting happy here. I don't know. I could be wrong. Oh, I still got this fight, don't I? That's not going to be fun. Well, we held, and that's good enough for me. Now, do I want to ride on this guy? Lancers and swordsmen average. These guys are much better. Well, at least the Ghasanids. I have a old-fashioned Ghaznavid is what I recall. Of course, that's out of my many years of playing Ancients. But Ghasanids, whatever. These guys are badly outnumbered. I would love it if they would just come forward. I don't think they will. I think we're going to have to go after them. If he goes there, can he shoot? No. Oh, they're only Lancers. Okay, they can't shoot no matter what they do. They're not Byzantines. Oh, well. These guys are the Biz Queens. Yeah. So I got to get them around the corner. I'm sitting here trying to do this while my phone is going out of its mind. I swear to God, I just turned the damn thing off. This is going to take a little bit of study here. I want to get in position. I go there. He's far enough. I go there. What can I do? Oop, wrong guy. Yeah, I can't go there. Go there and there, here and here. I'm going to catch these guys in a bind. He can go there. He can go there. He can go there. No. Here. Here. And there. While these guys come around the corner and they can't quite get in bow range. Oh, that's unfortunate. Tempted to stand back a ways and see if he will come forward, but that's I don't think he'll do that. Oh, swallow coffee while I think about this. Perhaps the thing to do. And as I was saying before I pause for a long think, perhaps the thing to do is pause and think about it. Okay, what we need to do is see if we can snatch these guys up. He hasn't exactly stuck his head in a noose here, not quite yet, but I think we are advantaged. Here's what's going on. This fight's not going good for us. I don't think it's a big deal. If we're lucky, this guy will be free up and be able to charge him in the flank. This is neutral. This, it doesn't much matter. One of these guys, not too distant future, is going to be free to rampage back here, but that's not really terribly consequential. What is consequential is what happens here. So we go get in his face to pin him up. These guys are turn 1, 2 charge, maybe, to get in here. These guys can begin coming around the corner, work their way this way or that way, depending on how this all breaks. The beauty of this is if he brings his infantry that way, then these guys need to move that way, which is what we're going to do. We're going to turn this line around and march back toward the hill and give these guys a, what are you going to do? You're going to try to save your cavalry? You're going to let these guys march back toward this melee? So we got to get this set up. I don't know if it'll work, but we're going to give it a try. I don't really want to turn. If I turn this way, I'm going to be very limited in my ability to sweep that way. This guy can go here, and he's actually in pretty good shape. This guy, now that these guys are pinned, or at least he's pinned, this guy will be able to move. I'm kind of tempted to move this guy here and turn this guy here. It just doesn't want to work, does it? I'd have to move this guy here and turn for this guy to protect his flank, and really he doesn't need it there because now he's out of charge reach. He's either going to need to back up or jump in before this guy can start shooting him. No. He can turn. There. Oh, he can still move. Yeah, that's... Actually, it's kind of tempting. He goes there. Can he turn? Yes. I don't think I want him to. These guys can turn around, so it doesn't matter. This guy will be in the way just now. He'll come ramping. Okay, these guys need to turn about. Oh, we're just doing some fancy battlefield maneuvers here, aren't we? I don't know whether it's brilliant or pointless, but it's fun. I think I said before, I need to keep these guys where they are. They've gotten back a long ways from that line. If he wants to bring his cavalry out here, okay. That's one thing I'm certain these guys can stand is frontal cavalry charges, with the exception of the archers. And for that matter, this Armenian foot might be damned inconvenienced by a cavalry charge. Okay. I don't know if these guys can get. They have to turn this way and march that way and then turn about. They got plenty of time for that. And these guys can go up on the hill. They go stand there. Shoot. Yeah, I think so. He can't rush me. He just doesn't have, neither of us do really, have the ability to rush this situation. I don't know. Maybe I'm just opening a gap there that he can exploit, and this is really dumb. But I am trying to find a way to prevent what I'm afraid is an inevitable for me. And that's a good shot. Take it. I want those guys as painfully discommoded as possible. Am I going to be able to get there and get a shot at them? Yes. Okay. Re-equip Scutatoy. These guys are going to end up here. He needs to end up there. Feel okay about him being there. We'll see how this breaks before I advance him any further. Got a couple of little light archers out here doing nothing of any consequence except getting shot up. 6 to 26. Muslim cavalry 2 to 14, 2 to 18. They've already been hurt. That cavalry's not particularly scary. Well, that's not true. They can come out and ride these guys down. Well, they might actually be in charge reach now. I may should have skirmished away with them. Have I got anything left? Oh yes, these guys. I'd actually be happier with these guys down here. They go down here. Can they shoot them? Yep. Because I'm that kind of guy. What else? Those are light cav bow. Well, it's a bit risky to take them out there because they just might get snatched up. They just might. I could wait and see if he brings those cavalry closer. Or I could just go out there and get a shot at them now. These guys are also archers. And actually, they're really kind of hardcore. And they do skirmish away pretty good. But if they get caught out there, they get snatched up and burnt to the ground. I think waiting is the wise thing to do there. I think that's that. Well, all right. It's a beautiful thing. I'm having a great time. I appreciate you watching. And I think we're going to go ahead and call this a video. Stick around. I'll be back with more as more turns get played. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of Very Young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button and please share and comment. See you again soon.